proud and privileged to have some esteemed guests among us. Dr. Subroto Mukherjee, Associate Professor, Developmental Studies, Kolkata. And today he will be guiding us on the topic quantitative analysis of qualitative data. We welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sister Nivedita University, Professor Dr. Dhrubajyoti Chattopadhyay, Registrar, Professor Shumon Chatterjee, Dean of Social Sciences, Professor Dr. Surojit Mukhopadhyay in absentia, Dean of all schools, all other participants, and the faculty, Shima Datto ma'am, our HOD, and all the professors. I would like to request Dr. Professor Subroto Mukherjee to please come up on the stage, and our HOD of the department, Shima ma'am, and Professor Priyanka ma'am to please come up on the stage and felicitate sir. This session, we will have the lunch from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Then the second session will be by Professor Dr. Gautam Bandhopadhyay, Department of Management Studies, NIT Durgapur, on data analysis using SPSS, followed by a discussion and valedictory address by a group CEO of Techno India Group, Professor Shonku Bosch, and then we will have certificate distribution. The guidelines for the workshop is participants, I hope, have brought their laptops today. No accommodation will be provided by the usage of mobile phones are strictly restricted during the workshop. Participation in both the days are mandatory for receiving the certificates. For food packets, it is important that the participants will produce their vouchers when collecting it, and it will be behind the seminar hall. Participants are kindly requested to fill up the mandatory feedback form, and certificates will be distributed today after the valedictory address. To introduce Dr. Professor Subroto Mukherjee, he is an Associate Professor of Economics, Developmental Studies, Kolkata. He holds an MPhil in Applied Economics and PhD in Economics degree from the Center for Development Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University. He received the Canada Hope Fellowship from the Canadian Institutes of Health Research. He was a postdoctoral fellow at the International Health Unit of the University of Montreal from 2008 to 2010. He is one of the founding members of the Indian Health Economics and Policy Association and served as its joint secretary and secretary for many years. His areas of research interest include health inequality, health financing, the economic burden of chronic illness, elderly health issues, decentralization and governance, and labor and migration. His teaching interests are health economics, quantitative methods, field survey, techniques, and machine learning models. So please, I request you to come up and guide us.
So, good morning and for the introduction. Let me start with thanking the organizer, the Department of Sociology, Sister Nivedita University, especially my former student Priyanka, and I'm also thankful to the head of the department, Shima ma'am. Now, let me, since we have lost some time. Let me start by wasting any more time. Okay. Now, so can I suggest you to come little closer, because some of the scripts will be really small. So if the chairs are, if the seats are available, I'll suggest you to come closer to the screen, because you'll not be able to read the size of the fonts. So so this is the first thing. Now I need some statistics. Are you all master students or PhD students? Are there any PhD students? Okay. Few. And the others are masters?
Yeah, and
Okay.
there are some UG students as well.
Right. Did you have any quantitative backgrounds at any level before? Like, did some first course in statistics or econometrics, anything? Okay. SPSS? You all work with Excel? You know Excel, right? Okay. Because this is, the topic of my session is the quantitative. Yes, the column 9. Okay. Is it working? Okay, yeah. So, okay. So, let's so you have already done, I think, one SPSS, right? Right? Did you find it difficult? SPSS is not done yet? What session did you have yesterday? It's not on software. Okay, fine. Yeah. So, my expertise, those subjects which I am trained, is basically the statistics, econometrics, and course. But then when we started working with the real problem, when we started doing the research, we gathered lot of qualitative data, massive qualitative data. Even I have a project on migration. We have huge qualitative data. Now, qualitative data are in the forms of many newspaper articles on migration. So, the recent, the ongoing project that I am, so other than the quantitative data that we collected from the field using structure questionnaire, we have a lot of qualitative data in the form of text. Unstructured text, all English sentences translated. So we have different news items appearing in different newspapers: Times of India, Hindu, Deccan Herald, Indian Express, about the Bengali migrant workers. So those are my qualitative information. We organized many focus group discussion in 5 districts. All the conversations were, it was actually in Bengali, then translated into English. Couple of in-depth interview with people, key stakeholders. So these are the source of my qualitative information. Now, it's such a massive information, and we did not know how to process that information, because it runs into some more than 100 pages, all the transcriptions, and we have more than 300 news items collected from different newspapers. So that actually motivated me to explore, what are the tools which we can use, and then those information other than going through all these news items, if we find another way of processing that huge informations, that will be really actually helpful for the analysis. Now, since if you are students of sociology, you may not be dealing with much quantitative data, but definitely you will have qualitative data. It's unstructured text. Now, how to process them using the software? Now, this is maybe I am sure that you are familiar with this name Python, right? So Python is one of the, okay, yeah. So Python is one of the leading, after JavaScript, which is gaining popularity, and it is free. So SPSS, for software like SPSS, Stata, SAS, they're highly expensive. On the other hand, this Python R, they are open source software. So Python R, they are open source software. Now, one of the limitations of standard software like SPSS, Stata, SAS, that it's actually they are constructed for analyzing the quantitative data, not the qualitative data. Python and R, on the other hand, can deal with both, quantitative data. Another important reasons for many of us to shifting from the traditional software to software like Python and R is the very nature of data. The very nature of data is actually changing. Earlier, by data, we used to only understand numbers. Now, data can be anything, right? It can be number, it can be picture, sorry, it can be post. Is anything, sorry. So the whole idea of data actually changing. Data no longer means number. You have all sorts of information which comes under the category of data. So that is one of the reasons for example, when you go to field, you collect, of course you collect quantitative numbers, narratives, the descriptions, you have open-ended questions, so you, as a response to those open-ended questions, you don't get numbers, so you get a text, right? So the conventional software are not very good at dealing with that kind of information. Their SPSS data can deal with numbers much better than they can deal with the text. Okay. Now the picture, GPS, actually the concept of data is also changing. So these days data includes not only numbers, unstructured text, photos, videos, GPS, your GPS locations, your Facebook post, your X or Twitter post, all the emojis that you use in your social media post, these are also part of the data, and conventional statistical packages they cannot really handle. So that's the reason that you those disciplines which deal with lot of non-quantitative information, they need to be have some idea about this software R or Python. Now, my focus will be Python. Now, the advantage of using Python is that if you have Google account, Google also provides a platform called Colab. So, if you are not able to install the Jupyter notebook for today's session, you can do the same by YouTube Works by using Google Colab. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. And the advantage of doing things in Google Colab is that you can do even from your tablet. You don't need a hard disk. You don't need to install anything. But you need to have a stable internet connection. Okay. Now, this thing, the whole, this is what I term as text analysis. So, what I mean by quantitative analysis of qualitative data is basically the text analysis. Now, these days, if you get stuck, in your learning process somewhere, but we generally Google it, right? We use Google a lot for getting informations. Now we have the more refined versions of the search engine. We have now the AI tools, right? We have the artificial intelligence tools where you can write the questions. And what we used to do, use the search engines, visit different websites, and then try to gather information. That work is now done by the AI tools. So, the first thing I would suggest you that if you are learning Python text analysis, have the AI tools ready side by side. Okay. So, I would suggest you to use just 4 AI tools. So, this is, Gemini? AI tool. So, Gemini is by Google, right? You have Copilot. Copilot is by Microsoft. You have Meta. Meta is by Meta, Facebook, WhatsApp. And then you have our first chat GPT. Okay. So, this is the best ways to, because the programs, it's expanding, There is no point in buying a textbook because every day there'll be something new coming. Okay. So, don't restrict yourself by just buying a textbook or just consulting a particular website. So, when you are doing your work, have 4 AI tools handy. Gemini, Copilot, Meta, ChatGPT. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Now, remember one thing, this is the caveat. They are not perfect. Sometimes they will give you wrong codes and you will not be able to run that. Okay. So, that's the reason I'm suggesting 4. Have 4 artificial intelligence tools. See which AI tool is giving you more lucid, more comprehensible programs to run the Python for the given problem, and then follow that. There are 2 more sites that I would suggest you to consult. One is the Data Camp, and then there is something called Geeks for Geeks. Visit these 2 websites. So, they give lot of actually teaching materials, Python. And I am assuming that your focus is to text analysis. Okay. So, this is the starting information. Have your AI tools. Okay. Now, the precondition strong precondition is that you need to have a very stable internet connections when you are using the text analysis using Python. Okay. Now, there are two, as I said, that there are two ways of doing it. One, you can use Jupyter Notebook. Other is Google Colab. I'll show both of them. And Jupyter Notebooks is a part of that big environment is Anaconda. So you install Anaconda, automatically Jupyter Notebook will also be installed, and then you have to just launch Jupyter Notebook. Now, in my system, Jupyter Notebook is already installed. So I come to I click my search button, just type Jupyter Notebook. I already have Jupyter Notebook. So it will open the kernel first. You'll see the DOS screen, and then it will open a browser, like in any internet browser. So either it can open Opera, or you can open Edge or Google Chrome, or Mozilla. So depending upon what settings you have kept. Now there is something called new and Python. Yes. Now for some of you, it will ask you to select. Another scheme will come, then you have to press on select. So this is my Jupyter Notebook. And what I do here, this is the place where I will type my comment, and I'll get the results. Okay. So I said that there's an alternative. So look at the screen. So suppose today I want to give a name to today's. So this is September 21. So I can change the name, rename. So my notebook's name is September 21. And okay, now I said that there's an alternative. So if you have problem with the Jupyter Notebook, I open Chrome. Is already open. My Google account is already open. I type Colab. Welcome to Google Colab. New notebook. You get something very similar to the Jupyter Notebook window. Okay. Now, can you see in the person in the back? Can you read? That's why I'm suggesting you that if it's possible you come closer to the even if I increase the font size, can you read? Okay. But then this will have a problem in showing the result. Okay. Okay, so let me start with one thing. We have so there are different techniques for the textual analysis, text analysis. So one is very popular is word cloud. Another, these are all computer based, quantitative based analysis of techniques of the analyzing the qualitative data. Word tree. something called sentiment analysis. So suppose, I'll come to this later. 4, there can be content analysis. Now there are many actually techniques for analyzing the text, analyzing the qualitative data. So the first starting point of this is we need certain packages. So this has very, when you install SPSS or for that matter Stata, most of the functions that you have to do using those software are already installed. That's why those packages come with a very huge installation file. The installation file is very big. R Python are not like that. They, when you are installing them, they install with a very minimum space. So they don't unnecessarily occupy. For example, the entire software will be installed for SPSS or Stata, occupying lot of your hard disk. Jupyter Notebook means Python and R will not do that. They will just install the very minimum EX files required for doing the basic minimum things, and depending upon the nature of your analysis, you can install the appropriate the packages. So something called library or packages. Library packages. You have to install every time. So because the nature of analysis will be different for different people, for different kind of data. So these softwares are efficient in the sense that it doesn't unnecessarily install everything, whatever required for all sort of, users. Depending upon your purpose, you can only install the, that particular appropriate things. Okay. Now, for example, what is your input for qualitative analysis? A text. Let's start for a text. So I have shared with you some text. President Biden's 2020 speech. Amartya Sen's Nobel speech of 1998. So let's take any of this as an example. So we have the quantitative analysis of qualitative data have this. One, you install packages, then import packages, load data. So these are stages. Load data, pre-process the data. Now data come in a very unstructured, any text comes in a very unstructured format. Okay, there'll be quotation, there'll be punctuation, there'll be capital letter, small letter, So we have to harmonize. So there is a stage called pre-processing the data, and then last is analysis. And next is analysis, and then actually presenting the result. So these are all, everywhere your steps are the same. Now you need you need actually internet connection for the first two stages when you install, only for the first, when you install the packages. Okay, when you install the packages, then there only you need the, after that you don't need, if you're using Jupyter Notebook, but if you are using Google Colab, throughout you need the internet connection. Okay, so let's start with just be sure we install all the packages. So I'll try to cover not everything. I'll try to cover pre-processing. This is a very important stage. Then I will try to cover the pre-processing data. Then one popular tools, word cloud, content analysis and sentiment analysis. Let's try, these few things given our time. Okay, so pre-processing, second, pre-processing of data, pre-processing of text. Text is the data. For qualitative analysis, there's no number, so text is our data. Word bubble. No, sorry. Not word bubble will do. Will content analysis. Word cloud, content analysis, and sentiment analysis. Let's try to do this 4 things. Okay, rest of the thing. Now let's also show you. I'm opening so just one AI tool I have opened. Okay, and I'm just typing. I'll show you how to use them. How to pre-process text using Python. So you get a lot of, they even tell you the codes. Okay, now we'll not use them. Try. Let us try to bubble chart or word. Let me text this one. Okay. Okay. So first is actually importing the packages. If you write a hash, Python will not treat this as a comment. So importing essential packages. If you type hash, it will not treat as a comment. And shift enter, remember, not enter, shift enter, unless you get the number. So all of you could open Jupyter Notebook. Okay, hash importing essential packages, right? Now just see whether you can import pandas as PD. Panda is a library, as a package for reading data, doing lot of, so there are 3 essential packages that you often need in Python is pandas, NumPy, and matplotlib. Okay. This is a language, so for when you are doing for the first time, you find it difficult, but just practice it couple of times, you'll find. So import pandas as PD. So when you get the number, then be sure you know that it's imported. Okay. Now import numpy as np, import matplotlib pyplot as plt. Once you get the number, that means it's properly installing. Okay. Now let's try with the pre-processing. Yeah. Okay, so there is some package called NLTK. Now, for your purpose, this will be the most important package, NLTK. This is the short form of Natural Language Toolkit. So let us first import whatever is required, because then we don't have to depend on the internet. NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit. Natural Language Toolkit is little big, so the star means that it's still installing. The moment installation is done, you'll get number 5. কোথায় which command? NLTK? Did you get the first one? First, second, third, there should not be any problem. NLTK you are not getting? Everybody is getting error for pandas? No. If you are getting errors for pandas, ship to Google Colab. That means your Anaconda, pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib are all installed in Anaconda. So if your Anaconda is properly installed, that means you should be able to install the Panda, NP, NLTK. Are you facing problem? Yeah, the same, whatever you are writing here, you just write in Colab. I'll show you. So suppose this is your Colab, okay? So I just import pandas as PD. Yes, it's done. So, why it takes more time in Colab? Because it's importing from the server, Google server. Whereas when you have Jupyter node, when you have Anaconda installed, then the pandas are already there in your system, in your machine. So it's just importing from the same machine. So that's why it took less time. Shift plus enter, or this is a play button here. You can also click here. In Jupyter Notebook, you can also run same play button. So either you shift and enter, or you click here on the run. And Google Colab, either you click the play button or you just shift and enter. Okay. Now, yes. Yes, I am coming. Let me install this for me. Import stop words. Yeah. 1 minute. Eh, Sorry. Let's not do this from toolkit. Yes. So these are the, just remember, these are all required. Still doing. Import. Yeah. That's doing. Maybe, yeah. It will be slow because all of you are doing at the same time, so. Down? Yeah. All of you should get, but if I am getting from the same net, so yeah. Import toolkit, language toolkit, import RE from nltk.corpus, import the stopwords, import stopwords. Now corpus, just have some idea about what is this different words. Corpus means the collection of all text that the package has gathered from books, websites, social media. So it's a, it's a big collection. It's like a dictionary for the NLTK. Tokenize, what is the stopwords? Now stopwords are those words in the sentences which are, they are just used for constructing the sentence. They don't have any significant significance in the sentence meaning. For example, take for example that standard sentence that we type when we learn typing. Quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, right? So A and D, these are the stop words, All other words other than A and D, they have a very specific importance in that, creating the meaning of the sentence. So tokenize is token means some small number. So here token means a small word. So there's a sentence. If I split the sentence into its words, so each word is a token. There's something called we have not. So stop words are those words which doesn't have any significant meaning in the sentence, but they are used for, like all these verbs, prepositions, they will form the stop words. Tokenize are all small words. Okay, so suppose look at the, if I take for from my field of research, suppose we go back to the health policies of 1970s. So we download the health policy of the government, old health policies, and then try to analyze that. And we see how many times the chronic disease, the word comes, So maybe those days in 1970s, you'll find more communicable that term in the health policy. You don't find more communicable chronic terms like cancer, heart, kidney, those kind of, those words will be completely, less, with less frequencies, and you'll be more like, all this communicable disease like, polio, diarrhea, typhoid, malaria, so these small words we'll find from the tokens, okay. So if you have got all these, if you go download, let's move to reading the text. So I have a text here. So let's text equal to open oh wait if it doesn't work, we'll do I have that file? Let me check. SNU. SNU have the if this doesn't something is problem here. Okay, let me try with a small text. So I'll show you. It's a this is possible. I love Kolkata as a city. Love the street food. I love text. Open. I do not like the what is this? Okay, just yeah, this is a text. Okay, just type a text. You can copy and paste even bigger text here if reading is a problem. Now, so anytime you see text. Now I have to these are all download. Okay, something did not download here, so I was not able to use a particular comment. So I have, instead of reading a text from a file, it is possible, I'll show you at the end. I have to check. So I have just, suppose you have a text, what is this? So suppose you have a one paragraph, it can be, there is no restriction in the size. So text, your text is equal to, this is, I am giving the input, okay. So I was trying to read from a file, that didn't work. So this is my text, okay. So I love Kolkata as a city. I love the street food of Kolkata. I do not like the transport system. Suppose this is my text. It can be anything, okay. It can be the a particular news that you have copied and pasted. So let's text equal to, for example, text lower. It's really problematic here. Okay, so what is this function? What happened? Just look at the, yeah. Slow. Okay. See, this is my input. Okay, I have no number. I have just, in any text analysis, text. This is, suppose you have taken an interview of somebody. Suppose recent, for example, whatever happened in in city. Just take this as a example. Suppose you have interviewed 5 women about this whatever happened in Arjikor, and then you have 5 text, right? So text 1, text 2, text 3, text 4, text 5. Interview of 1 page, everybody, these 5 people. So each, you can just input that as a text 1 equal to this, okay. Text 2 equal to this, text 3, and then see what are the common concerns, opinions expressed in these 5 interviews. Take that for example. You will get small clippings in the newspaper, different opinion of different people. Just use that as your input. So text 1, text 2, text 3, and then see which are the common words, appearing in all these 5 interviews. How many terms there, how many times they are mentioning the word safety, how many times they are mentioning the word corruption. So these are the keywords. You can even find which are the most frequent words appearing in the interview. Now, so this is a very simple example I am starting with. You can have your own example. So what this has done, this has only made everything small letters. So it's a lowercase, okay. Now these are the pre-processing. Now, how to remove punctuation? See, when I'm using look, there's something people, you don't have to remember, you will get them. This is something you have to write. These are the programming language, the way they write the data. They do so for example, again I'm removing the punctuation, text equal to RE sub Now, if you find that this is difficult to remember, you just copy from here, you know. You just copy from here. কোনটা বুঝতে পারছো না? স্টেপ কোথায়? পাঙ্ক? হ্যাঁ, তো এইগুলো হচ্ছে সব কর্পাস। এই ওয়ার্ডসগুলো ওদের ডিকশনারিতে আছে, মানে ন্যাচারাল ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ টুলকিটের নিজস্ব ডিকশনারি আছে অফ স্টপ ওয়ার্ডস অ্যান্ড অল ইম্পর্টেন্ট ওয়ার্ডস। এইগুলো হচ্ছে বেসিক্যালি ডেটাবেস। এই স্টপ ওয়ার্ডসের ডেটাবেস, পাঙ্কিট ডেটাবেস, এগুলো আমরা ইনস্টল করছি। এগুলো ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড, এগুলো বোঝার কিছু না। এগুলো জাস্ট স্টক অফ ওয়ার্ডস ফ্রম দ্য প্যাকেজ। কাম, এখানে দেখো, হোয়াট ইজ দেখো, stop words, what tokenize stop words. These are the very mechanical, but we don't need to actually, we'll apply our brain when we get the results. Okay, so these are the software's intermediate stage to actually process that information. So stop words, বলো কোন স্টেপটা বোঝা যাচ্ছে না এখানে? হ্যাঁ, এবার ধরো কোনো সেন্টেন্সে সাপোজ গো, যদি বলি গো, গো, ওয়েন্ট, গন, তিনটেই হচ্ছে সেম ভার্ব, রাইট? তিনটেই হচ্ছে ডিফারেন্ট ফর্মস অফ দ্য ভার্ব, তাই তো? তো this should not be treated as a separate words. তো লেমাটাইজ হচ্ছে প্রত্যেকটা ওয়ার্ডকে তাদের রুটে ফিরিয়ে নেওয়া যায়, যাতে আমরা কম্পেয়ার করতে পারি। না হলে দ্যাট উইল বি গো, ওয়েন্ট, গন উইল বি ট্রিটেড অ্যাজ 3 separate words. Demonetization, this will be treated as a separate word. So this tokenize actually, this lemmatization process will bring back every every converted words in their root form, so that it doesn't become repetition. একই ওয়ার্ডের অনেক রকম সিনোনিমস থাকতে পারে, তাদেরকে রুটে ফিরিয়ে যাতে আমাদের ডবল কাউন্টিং না হয়ে যায়। So this step, that's why I am in the beginning I said that you open your, this is not something very easy, this is something new, this is something emerging. Okay, So I'm not surprised if you say that if you are not understanding, because you need to spend some time. Now what I'm doing here is many of this are actually language. So Python is a language, okay? Python is a language, so language has its own way of giving instruction to the computer. So if you are not able to remember, that's why I'm saying that you keep your artificial intelligence tools open so that you can just copy and paste, you can just copy paste. You don't have to remember all this, all these comments. You can just copy paste. So what happened because of this comment? Did you see the change now? Fast, everything was made, all the capital letters were made small letters. In the second stage, what happened? Punctuations are gone. So these are all separate letters, right? Okay, now there is no number in this, so we can, okay, now how can we already have in the stop words, so we already installed the stop words. So let's stop words equal to set we use the stop words from the English. Which one? After you remove the punctuation? You have written text equal to RE. Make sure that you have imported RE. Import RE dot sub. Let me increase the size. Stop words are imported. Now, what I'll do in the next stage, sorry, word for in tokens. Oh, sorry. First we do the tokens. Tokens equal to word tokenize text. Wait. So run this first, tokens, because there is no token defined. And then stop words, you got it? Stop words, because we define stop words is a set of, see, these are the stop words, look. So these are the stop words, look. A, about, above, after, again, against, There's a huge list of stop words. These are the things when we are importing, download, NLTK download, punc, KT, stop words. These are the database it is importing, so that it will remove those words from the, so when somebody is in an interview saying that I was very scared to go. So was will be removed, okay, because that's not important. Scared is important word in that, interview. To, go. So to will be removed, okay. So these are the stop words, because when I'll be analyzing the text, the words like, a, above, after, again, against, this will not actually add any meanings to the conversation. These are not the actually words which my quantitative analysis of the qualitative data will be depending upon, okay. So I was scared. Scared is actually the word, okay. So this is a big, so we don't have to see, as you can see, it's a huge. So next, yeah. Type the filter text and see. Now, what is there in the text? That's why tokens equal to word underscore tokenize text. We have word tokenize, we have already installed, imported. Go above. See, we have already imported this package. Look here. Yeah, now we can use this. Token means splitting a big text into small words, all the words, not small words, whatever words. It will exclude now the filtered text doesn't have the stop word. So look at the filtered text now. Oof. What is filtered, no? See, look, now these are the important, right? All my analysis will be, this is the data, it's making the data ready for the analysis. Look, now love, Kolkata city, love, street, food, Kolkata, like, transport system, these are the words. Yeah. Yes. So do the tokens first. Look at the number 27, do the first, and then 27 do first, then 28. Yeah. After you get the stop words, yeah, you filter, because then it will remove the stop words from the text. That's why tag, yeah. So there is no more I love the city, those I, the, everything is gone. So actually, let's data pre-processing, I have already done it. 1 minute. Yes, coming. One minute. Pre-processing. Yeah. So I could read, other cases, and so next stage is actually lematize, This is what. Next is actually lematize. Now, last stage. Lematizer is a function which is basically word net lematizer. One minute. Lematizer dot lematize word for word in tokens. Yes. This is the last stage, yeah. So, yeah, filter tokens here. So lematize is actually, it will take, yeah, then I have to reduce the size. You don't have to remember any of these comments. You open any of the AI tool, they will supply you. So you know what happened here? Just you don't see anything past here, past tense. Everything is street, food, of, Kolkata. It doesn't. This doesn't actually remove the. It's not a filtered text. Now this you can further filter this by adding the stops, stop words. So we created tokens. Tokens are when you break the sentence into different words, each word, punctuation is tokens. And then in the next stage, we remove the stop words from the tokens. Now, there are other steps we have done. First, we have made everything lowercase. Then we have removed all the punctuations. Then we have removed the stop words. Then we have the very filtered text. Now, filtered text is the actually input for our analysis. We know what are the keywords, which is there, any news report, any interview. Stop, scroll up, this one, niche. Stopwords er pore we use the stopwords to remove those stopwords from the text tokens. Okay, that's all. That becomes your input. Now yeah. So sometimes you need the filtered text, sometimes you need the lemmatized text. Okay, so these are the Lemmatized text, lemmatized text is, they will be reduced to the present form. Like, if the different verb forms of the same words are used, it will just reduce to the same form. Okay. So, for example, demonetizations will not be counted as separate words. Everything will be converted into, so bring some kind of homogeneity in the words form. So that's the lemmatization. Tokenization is splitting a text into words, okay? And stopwords we use to remove those words which are not important for the expressing the sentiments of the conversations or the text, okay? Okay, now I am coming to a real applications is that word cloud, okay? Word cloud is very very popular. Let me try to read the text once more, because let's say Biden. Let make it Biden. So this file I have shared. Let's make it short. Yeah. You're not getting error? No, I am using Python. Yeah, so I have to use. No, your question. We are using Python, right? Huh? So lemmatization, which you are talking about library. Lemmatization is a module, okay? So the package is called NLTK. Under that package, the package is called library in Python. Under the package, there is a module called lemmatization. Now, lemmatization is required for converting the words to one form. So I was giving the example. If I had go in some places, went in some places, and gone in some places, okay, these are the three different versions of the verb forms of the word. It will bring to the same harmonize. Everything will be go. Okay, so that go, went, and gone are not counted as three different words, okay, because they are actually different forms of the same words, right? So, okay, now one thing is let me try to read that file once more. If it is so, text 1 equal to open. I don't know why it is not opening. SNU Biden dot txt. Yeah, now otherwise I'll just copy and paste. Yeah, because for cloud we need little bigger so yeah, it read. Yeah, it could read. So remember, if generally one slash is enough. Okay, now I don't know why it makes the sometimes when you are trying to read a file in Python. So this is your folder, for example, and suppose this is your drive D. Suppose you have created a folder SNU and you have saved that file here, Biden.txt. Now remember, sometimes if this one slash doesn't want, try with two slash. Okay, it depends in Mac and in Mac it will be this backslash. And if generally single quotation and double quotations have the same implications in Python, whether you are using single quote or double quote, it's the same in Python. Okay. Now, I have given double quote. Now this time it could read. Last time I could not read send. This time it could read. So let's. So this is a. This is a lecture, speech that Biden given as a president-elect, in 2020, and let's see how to. So this is a qualitative data. Let's see, try to make sense of that. So I need a package called word cloud, which I have to import from the word cloud. Okay. Now, from word cloud, import now if you don't get this, suppose you type this from word cloud, import word cloud. Look at the spelling. So this is a, say this is a package, small word cloud. Under word cloud, this is a module. Okay. So I am importing. Why I am not importing everything? Because if I import the whole word cloud, that's a very big package. I don't want to occupy my RAM of the PC. So I'm just importing one module from word cloud, which is needed for this. Okay. So if are you able to import word cloud? From word cloud, import word cloud. The second word cloud, W is capital and C is capital. Okay. Which? No, you change the property of the file. Or if you are able to open, just copy the enter text within inverted comma, like what I did last time. What I did last time, either you put the enter, that will be too big. You just put a one paragraph within inverted comma. So when I could not read the file last time, this is what I defined a random text, This time I could read it. Whenever you get stuck, you have to again start from the beginning. That's the only practical solutions I found. Instead of correcting the same comment, delete the comment line, delete the cell, again insert one cell by clicking here. So this for insert cell, and then you type the try to rerun the same stuff. So I could read the Biden. Let's see what I could also import word cloud. Now let's so the text is already there. So read WC. Suppose this is the name I am giving, WC word cloud Biden equal to word cloud. Now I have to, with the picture, let's make it 800. Then we have the width, and then we have the height 400. Background color. Now color spelling is American spelling equal to white. generate. This is the problem. Okay, if you don't have module name word cloud, AO type pip install, pip install pip install word cloud. Then in the next line you would type import word cloud.
Here it is showing PIP install word cloud matplot like matplot LIB. ChatGPT দেখছি
Ah,
তাদের দেখাচ্ছে PIP install word cloud
place
not LIB.
matplotlib. Ah, you don't import the matplot, only the word cloud.
From word cloud import word cloud.
Import
From word cloud
ah
import word cloud.
আসছে without pip. Pyplot is a different package. Pyplot is a different package. Word cloud is a different package. Now, when you are installing the comment you are saying that's trying to install two packages together, Pyplot as well as word cloud. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, both can be used. Yeah, both are. Yeah. Pyplot we have already installed. We have already installed Pyplot. That's why I didn't. Yeah, see, in the beginning we have installed Pyplot. Now this is actually, I don't know, it's a problem with the connection or problem with the connection, I think, where it's not able to. I'll show you what I get actually. So,
Say sir, I am doing the content analysis, so what do? I just copy paste the content and then
no, content will be generally big. You will not be able to do just copy paste. So you have to read like the way I have read it. Just give me a moment, I'll able to do it. So, see what you will get actually, I'll show you. What? So you basically, you get this curve, okay. Look, actually it works. Try when you have a stable internet connection. So our PLT is already installed. You remember matplotlib? Matplotlib is already installed in the beginning. Look at this. Matplotlib is already installed. We also included the word cloud, okay. Now, basically you get this curve. Now, see why this can be very interesting. Now this is a lecture the Biden was giving by the end of 2020, and look at the this is the size of the words is proportional to the number of times it actually occurred during the speech. Yes. Let's make it little big. Yeah, so this is So what, so this you can give any name, okay. Now whatever name you are giving, doesn't, so word cloud equal to generate. So look at the, it during the pandemic, there is a very little mention of the virus, okay, but all through his speech, the size of the words are actually proportional to the number of times it was mentioned by the president, okay. And President America, the people, economy. This was mentioned actually, Look, economic. This is not a lemmatized text, okay. Since we have not lemmatized the text, means we have not, otherwise economic, everything would converge to the same word, okay. So that's why you have American separate words, okay. Now if you do lemmatizations, they will all converge to the same, So coming is coming with such a small size, okay. Yeah, you. So this is useful for, take for example, any policy documents of the government. Any policy documents of the government, copy that, copy the text, and then that text becomes your input. And then you can see whether, so if you, for example, if you have access to the finance minister's speech, and you can see that how many times, what are the burning problems of the economy, unemployment, inflation, and how frequently they are occurring in that speech, because that will give you a very ready-made visualizations of the importance that finance minister is giving in the talk. Now this is, I am giving example from economics. You can have example from other disciplines as well. So, okay, so this is one. Now, just to avoid, so this is a word cloud technique, okay. There is another, so pre-processing we have done. Another is sentiment analysis, okay. Now let's, yeah. No. So this is, I have already run before coming here, okay. So this is already, now you have to type it. So for sentiment analysis, you need to import, look at that, you need to import NLTK, already you have imported. You have to import the NLTK sentiment, this module sentiment intensity analysis you have to import, okay. So try that. Import NLTK is already imported. From NLTK, sentiment intensity analyzer. Let me get back to my, which I was doing here. Yes. So, from NLTK sentiment. Okay, now did you see what I did? NLTK, I give dot, after that you press the tab. If you press the tab, it gives options, okay. And then it becomes easier for you to remember. So I'm looking for sentiment. So sentiment. From NLTK, import sentiment intensity analyzer. Okay. Then there is one more, is download.
Sir,
Yes.
what was the last thing that you did before the sentiment, the color thing? Can you just open it to that portion?
Sure. So this is actually the word cloud. We imported the word cloud. From word cloud, import word cloud. The second word cloud has W and C capital. And then we read the text. Text was Biden's speech. Then you define the word cloud as this function. Come, it's a, if you forget then how to draw word cloud using Python. So it gives you, alternative. So look, what I did is exactly word cloud equal to word cloud. I specified the width, height, background color, and generate. So I was doing it here, so probably word cloud. No. It did not install. I'm not getting a very stable net here. Any problem here, problem here, problem here, problem here, word cloud width, height, background. No, there is one more parameter, right? There is one more parameter. No, there is no other parameter. So background color is white, height, word cloud, everything is the fine. Text one. So this is this you get equal to word cloud equal to word cloud within bracket width, you specify the width, and then height, background color. Now there are many parameters that you can specify. For example, how many words you want in that cloud. Okay, not everything. If the speech is, for example, if it is a 2 hours long speech, there are thousands of words. You don't want every word to appear in that cloud. Okay, so you can specify that. Okay, take the maximum number of words to 100. Okay, so here look where I have specified, where you have specified the background color. You can also specify the comma maximum word, max underscore word equal to 100 or 200. Okay, you can even specify the font size, that don't do write any word with a, so you can specify the minimum font size. So min font size equal to 12 or 14. You can also use the stop, you can also exclude the stop words. So different parameters, there is a scope to specify the different parameters. So this is all given here. Now if you are fine with the cloud, then I'll go to the sentiment analysis. Okay. So in the sentiment analysis, we already imported the natural language toolkit. Then we have imported the sentiment intensity analyzer. Okay. Now they have, so this is my text, and suppose intensity analyzer by a function. So this is the name that you are, otherwise every time I have to write that big name sentiment intensity analyzer. So whenever I have a big, if the name of the module is very big, what we do, we give a small name. Okay. So sentiment equal to sentiment intensity analyzer, bracket open and bracket close. So my function is defined. So now next time I don't have to write that big sentiment analysis, that full form. So now the sentiment equal to SIA polarity score. Now this is a statistical way of every sentence the software can attach whether it's a positive sentiment or negative sentiment. I'll give you an example. So take for example, see. Can you read this? Yeah. See the product reviews. Now I love this new phone. So when you are using the, when you are web scraping the data, for example, you are drawing your data from Amazon. It's possible to draw data from the website using Python. Okay. Now you scrapped data. Suppose new product has come, you have scrapped the data. And suppose the review, this is an example of a positive sentiment. I love this new phone, the camera is amazing. The product was defective and it didn't work as advertised. It's a negative sentiment. And the book was okay, but I did not find it particularly interesting. So sounds slightly negative, but it's a kind of neutral sentiment. Okay. Similarly, so post, if you are analyzing Twitter data, suppose had a great time at the concert last night. Okay, this is a positive sentiment. I'm so frustrated with this traffic. It's a negative sentiment. Just finished reading a new book. Okay, it doesn't say anything positive or negative. So this software can read the sentences and then find out, looking at certain keywords, it can find that, whether it's a positive sentiment or negative sentiment. Now there's one problem. If you say something sarcastically, okay, so saying something positive where you are actually meaning negative, that can also be identified from the exclamation marks or the emoji. Okay, but if it is not there, then there's a possibility of misreading that sentiment. So these are the meaning. News article. The government announced a new economic stimulus package. See, look at the stimulus. So stimulus is something which will making that sentence a positive sentiment. Okay. Companies facing lawsuit over environmental violations. It's a negative sentiment. The weather forecast predicts rain tomorrow. Now whether rain is a positive or negative, no, it's a neutral. So these are the examples. Now these lexicons, this is again, the polarity score. That's again a package, statistical calculations inside that sentiment intensity analyzer. They give scores to each, word, and then look at the score sentiment. We define SIA, sentiment intensity analysis polarity score text, and 8%. Neutral is 6, 62.6%, and positive. Now there are certain things we are not very sure. Then there are certain statements which can either be positive or neutral. Now that's the 0.07% is you know you know uh, is a positive sentiment. So you can interview, suppose you have 5 interviews, you put all the text separately and you can actually have a matrix, this person, whatever whatever opinion the person has expressed, whether it's a predominantly it's a negative opinion or it's a positive opinion. So you can understand the sentiment of the statement. Now this can be true for a big text, it can be true for a small social media post. Now another thing that I wanted to cover is the content analysis. So we have done up to the filtered text, right? Now up to filtered text. In the data pre-processing stage, we learn up to the filtering stage, how to filter a text. Now in the next stage, we actually fit a content analysis fits a model. This is this is technical. Now see, these are actually every topic, so the idea of content analysis is that every topic is a collection of words. Every topic is a collection of words, and each word has its own probability to included in that topic. Okay. So suppose when we are talking about that women issues, then there are different words like the safety, freedom, empowerment. These are actually the words which may come in that particular topic of women issues. Okay. Now again, each word has a probability of included in a particular topic. So that's the way this topic and words are viewed in that content analysis. Now content analysis, it's purely a statistical analysis of looking at the lemmatized text after excluding the stop words. Okay. So in that text of Biden's speech, we specified that you just give me the result of 5 topic and 5 words. Okay. Now they will not, the content analysis will not tell you what was the topic, but suppose there are 5 topics that Biden has spoken about. It's numbered 0, 1, 2. The Python index starts from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, so in the first topic, we don't know what was the topic, but in the first topic, the 5 words were spoken was America, President, us, people and nation. Okay. And these were the probability of each of these word to be included in that topic. So 0.001. Okay. So that's a 0.1% probability that the word America was included, is to be included in that topic. Okay. So this is the way actually the statistical analysis of sentiment, the content analysis, the statistical part produces the result. So there's a particular model, LDA model, and it takes all the text and then it can categorize how many topics that particular speech. So it's more meaningful if you have a long interview, and then you'll be able to know that how many topics actually that interview actually covered, and then what are the prominent words that appeared in those topics. So this is actually sentiment, this is the content analysis. Now there are other word tree is another technique. Okay, now I'll stop here and I'll ask you that where you got stuck. Which step? What I'll do, all these 4 methods that I have covered.
Sir, sentiment analysis.
I'll send you the this notebook file. Okay, and you should be able to replicate that. This is because yeah. So it's a comment is very much there. You just copy and paste. Only the thing is that don't no, database will be your own. If you are doing your own research, database will be your database. Okay, so you don't have to use others' database. Use your database. Comments are very much there. So the steps are very simple. There are certain packages you have to install. Okay, there are certain packages you have to install. Installation is the first stage. For that you need the stable internet connection. Second stage is importing. Installation means those programs are from their server coming to your computer. Importing means that from your computer where it is stored, it will be imported to the Python. Every session you have to import. Every session you will do, you'll have to import. Okay. Now, which one? Now, error should not come actually. No, you tell me where you got it. Give. Nothing, yeah. If the internet is not an issue, there will be no error. Which one you got error? Pandas. So import pandas as PD. There will be no error. Yeah, no error. Which one is you are getting? False. So that means you have to first. No, it's not. It has not come. Yeah, see, look, true. It was false, no, earlier. Now it is true. Okay. There will be no error. I don't know. And if internet, there is no problem with the internet, there will be no error. Yeah. Everything you'll get. This you could read? No. এখান থেকে, this is our double quote, না? This worked.
ওটা ওয়ার্ক, এটাও ওয়ার্ক করলো, পরেরটাও করছে না, এখান থেকে প্রবলেম।
এটা আলাদা বানান হয়ে গেছে, এটা ল্যামাটাইজার, এটা ল্যামাটাইজড হয়ে গেছে। কি করে আলাদা বানান হলে কি করে পড়বে? হ্যাঁ, বেসিক তো ক্লিয়ার ওইভাবে তো করা, উই ডোন্ট হ্যাভ টাইম। সো I have a handout I am going to share with you. So this is the handout I was trying to prepare for you. This is the key components of text analysis, what is tokenization, what is lower caching. So I'll share with Priyanka, and Priyanka can share with you. Yeah. Now, see, the best way is whatever doubt you're having, just ask any of this AI tool. What is lemmatization? Means that answer than much better answer than what I recall from my memory. If you still have problem, then you ask me. You can send me mail. Yeah. So I have a handout. Anybody getting error? There should not be any error if there is if connection is not an issue. Yeah, I am coming to you. Yeah. It's coming. কোথায় টেক্সট? টেক্সট সব ঠিক আছে এগুলো সব? এই তো। What cloud was installed before also there? I'd say, yeah. What is the message you're getting? Okay. Getting? Getting? Yeah, yeah. No, this came, no? Yeah. Spelling mistake. Yeah. But do you have this Vident saved here somewhere? Where it is? In D? SNU? They are not saying that no such file or directory. Where is SNU? There's no folder SNU. Seven D. That's why you are mentioning, no? So you create a folder SNU under D and then save that file. Change the, I have given you a different, so you have changed the name Biden, okay. Then you'll be able to read. Yeah. Anybody getting error? Yeah, there should not be error if the internet is not a problem. হ্যাঁ করুন, হচ্ছে না? না না, নিচে আসুন, লঞ্চে করতে হবে, এই যে এখানে আসবে। স্টপ ওয়ার্ডস হচ্ছে না? তারপর এখানে আসুন, নিউ, এই যে এখানে নিউ, এই যে সিলেক্ট করবেন, এরপর এখান থেকে টাইপ করতে শুরু করবেন, ঠিক আছে? এই যে ধরুন ইম্পোর্ট পান্ডাস অ্যাজ পিডি করুন, ইন্টারনেট আছে তো? ইম্পোর্ট, না না, ইম্পোর্ট পান্ডাস অ্যাজ পিডি। পান্ডা হচ্ছে, না না ক্যাপিটাল নয়, সব স্মল, সব স্মল। ইম্পোর্ট, দেখুন একটা পান্ডাস, PANDAS, পান্ডাস অ্যাজ পিডি, as PD. Shift enter. Shift enter. অথবা এইখানে আসুন, এই যে এইখানে রান করুন, এই যে হয়ে যাচ্ছে। বাস এরকম মানে এরকম করে সবগুলো করতে হবে। মানে আমি নোটবুক ফাইলগুলো পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি সবাইকে। হ্যাঁ, ইম্পোর্ট নামপাই অ্যাজ এনপি। আপনারা একটু ওই বেসিক কমেন্টগুলোকে একটু টাইপ করে করে দেখুন। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, নামপাই NUMPY, ইম্পোর্ট নামপাই অ্যাজ এনপি, শিফট এন্টার। না ওটা না, ওটা না, ওটা না, হ্যাঁ রান। হ্যাঁ না, নামপাই NUMPY। আসছে করে, আসছে আসছে। না আপনি ইম্পোর্ট বানানটা ঠিক করুন, খুব কেয়ারফুলি করতে হবে। এরপর করুন শিফট অ্যান্ড এন্টার। হ্যাঁ এই তো হয়ে যাচ্ছে এরকম করে। সো so what I am going to do, I know that this is very little, you did not have any prior experience with other software or programming, but I felt that Python will be more appropriate for students who deal lot of qualitative data, not because I myself work on Stata, another software like SPSS, but I found that Python will be more useful for you. Both Python and R, any of this software you can actually try to learn, because they allow you to do analysis of the qualitative data. Now this is just a beginning, and it's a programming language, so you have to be very case sensitive. You have to exactly type whatever is written. But the biggest advantage is that you have the AI tools to support you. You just copy and paste, everything will work. Everything will work. Make sure that you have a stable internet connection. Now what I thought that this is just a beginning for you, because you can these are emerging and innovative ways of dealing with the textual data. So spend some time with whatever I tried to show you given the very limited time. So there are many methods. I could only show glimpses of word cloud, content analysis, sentiment data preprocessing, and data preprocessing. Now data preprocessing is the essential stage where you make the unstructured rough data ready for the Python packages to be analyzed. So data preprocessing is the most essential stage. You basically, what you do, you take a text, you lowercase all the words, you remove the punctuations, you tokenize, that means splitting the entire text into words. You apply those words which are not very significant for the overall meaning of the text. Final stage is that you lematize the text so that you harmonize the text. So these are the essential steps. So pre-processing is the essential steps for doing the analysis, and then you depending upon your purpose, you can use content analysis, you can use word cloud. Now this is not a substitute for your conventional methods of qualitative data analysis what you learn in your discipline, sociology or anthropology. This is not a substitute. You still have to do that, but this is a very it's very attractive way of presenting your large textual data. For example, the word cloud. Word cloud is, even in a poster, if you have the word cloud, no, there's a, suppose there is a statement made by, any political leader or the ministers or chief minister, prime minister on a particular event. What are the importance of different words? Even take for example from my discipline, economics, when the finance minister is speaking in a parliament, how many times he's talking about inflation or unemployment? So if we find that something, some words which are not that relevant to the economy is getting repeated many times, take for example the English version of the lectures, speeches given by the prime minister and the leader of opposition in parliament, and see, what are the words they are emphasizing to. It will be very, very interesting and very illustrating to see the priority of different people, different public, public figures, political leaders they place when they address the general public. So what I'm going to do as a follow-up is I'll share this 4 Python notebook with you. You can open. Now I'll show you how to open the notebook. So for example, I have sent you the notebook. You have saved in your folder. So you go to upload. For example, you have sentiment analysis. For example, word cloud, okay. Suppose word cloud I have sent to you. So you click word cloud, open, and word cloud will come here in your the home page of the Jupyter notebook. You click upload, overwrite. Okay. So word cloud is here. You can double click and then now see. Now this is just a copied and pasted. Okay. This is just copied and pasted on your Jupyter notebook. These comments, different comments, they are not executed. So if you want to make them active, there is something called cell, and then you have to say run all. Run all will actually run all the comments. Okay. It will run all the comments. So this is, I send you the notebook file. You try to open in your PC or laptop. Similarly, you can also open in. You can also open here. So open notebook. So if you are trying to, so when the notebook files that I send you, if you are trying to open in the Google Colab, then you have to click this option, open notebook. Okay. Then you have to find where you have saved it. So you can upload. For example, I'm trying to open something which I already saved it. Yeah, so it's already, you can see that it's already open here. Yes. Okay, so I'll stop here. I'll share my email. Have any problems in rerunning those four notebooks? You get back to me, but I'll ask you to get back to me within next 1 week or maybe next 10 days. Not beyond that. So tonight I'm going to send the 4 notebooks that I have worked today, as well as the database. Database I have already shared, but I do one data. You try to rerun the programs. get the results. If you get stuck, get in touch with me through email, but do it within next 10 days. So can I, we break now? How much time we have now? We have now? Yeah. Sorry? Yeah. Thank you. You know? Oh. ইন্টারনেট মাঝে মধ্যে চলে যাচ্ছিল। Okay, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I would like to take a moment to express our sincere thanks to Dr. Shubhrata Mukherjee for such an